changing locations and shit. Man, into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way, I made. Sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago. They ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool. I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace. I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend. We should try again. You been on my mind. You should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl. You know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I get the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I.
Yeah, it's goddess. And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo. We stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running, what you thought we bleed that? It's only one team over here, that's Cowboys, believe that. Yeah, this you got is the poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and Landlord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out. Now don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC. Yeah, DC 4L.
31 teams in the NFL. His system is designed to stop 25 teams.
Shit, I need a linebacker that's over 200 pounds. I need a defensive tackle that you got to pull away from the buffet. He's gone, so no.
Let's talk about that.
But yeah, that's a large part.
I gotta make this point because I ain't gonna lie, I forgot about it until you mentioned it. So I gotta get this off before it flees me, and the nation needs to hear this.
And we hold on. Let me get this out the way.
Yes, sir. You mother suckers ain't expect this, did you? We got Voch Lombardi in the building, man. What's happening with you, sir?
I've been knowing of Goddess Poet for the longest, but I ain't know that she rap. You know,
she cold with it. She cold with it.
And look, I was waiting for Voch Lombardi to bring them. I was just listening because I didn't know what was coming next, man. That's hard, man. Shit. Shouts out to y'all, man. Let me yeah, we ain't doing that.
Hey, Voch.
You know what I'm saying? Got buttons and shit. What's happening?
Absolutely. Let's do it. Hey, man. You all right over there here? We good? I guess we'll be good in a minute. Hey, Voch. Yes, listen, man. I'm glad to have you here because, you know, I've been seeing you tapped in to the show. You know what I'm saying? And I think we be having some good conversations, and I be needing your opinion sometime. So it's even better to get you live. You know what I'm saying? I want to know some of your opinions on some stuff.
I tell you what, man, like, you know, just being in the chat, I be wanting to be a part of the conversation, but I don't be wanting to be like, hey, man, send me the link because I don't like
man, you family, man. I've been watching you for years. You good. You want the link, just say, hey, shoot me the link. That's how we do anyway. We got a whole thing. I don't know to let your people know, we got a whole thing. We call it positive peer pressure. So if we see you in the chat, we gonna ask you, we gonna get in your business. We gonna be like, hey, what you doing? You free? If you can type, you can talk. You know what I'm saying? We be on that type of time over here. So hey, we call it positive peer pressure. So hey, we be on that. So hey, if you want the link, don't even trip. Just let us know. We got you.
I feel you. Appreciate you for the invite, man. Hey, you good, man? You good over there?
Having a little technical difficulty, but we gonna get it right. We gonna get it right.
It's all right.
But yeah, man. far as we can start it off, and I'm sure my brother will get it right. Far as
Yeah,
we'll
I was saying
say-
I was trying to do too much on the technical standpoint. We good now though.
Oh, okay. Well, let's say we'll crank it up like this.
Can I say something first though? That's not football
Sure.
related. Can I
Go
say
ahead. Do
I
your
was
thing.
listening to y'all the other day. I love when smart country people start talking. You know what I'm saying? You know, like just being from Nashville, Mississippi, people think that just country people just stupid as hell, right?
Yeah.
I was listening to y'all the other day. Y'all was talking about Game of Thrones. I wasn't lying. I was shocked that y'all was talking about Game of Thrones. And y'all wasn't just talking like black people talk. Damn, dog, they done shot the dragon. Like y'all was like that. Y'all was like, well, the metaphor for the shield.
Yeah.
Metaphor of what the sword means in this context. I'm like, damn, look at these smart country niggas just like me.
I'm for real with it. Hey, Game of Thrones is life where I'm from. Hey, I love it.
Please, let's get to football. Let's do it.
Absolutely, man. But hey, I think one of the biggest dilemmas we gotta hit real quick is how you want to go forth, like trying to build this team. Because I think that's the most important thing. Like traditionally, we know the Dallas Cowboys always try to depend on the draft. And we got a lot of draft trolls in the on the Twitter space that we've been going back and forth with, and they think the draft is only first round, but that's not the case. So like, yeah, they think it's only first round. But like one thing I say, the Dallas Cowboys do seem to be trying to turn a new leaf though. I'll be honest about that because usually we just say, hey, draft or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I think we had a good conversation the other day when you was on the show, Voch, well, when you was in the chat, that I feel like Dak deserved his all or nothing year, like a true all or nothing year. Like, I'm talking about like the Rams and Matt Stafford. I'm talking about like Tom Brady when he went to the Bucs. Like, I'm talking about all in. Like, we doing everything possible. And not like to the Cowboys standards. I'm talking about like where it actually feel like, hey, if we lose this year, we gonna be screwed. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna be screwed for a little minute. I think a real risk and a real attempt at all or nothing is gonna hurt on the other end if it don't work out. So I think us as Cowboy fans, we at the point now, like, we don't care about the aftermath. We don't care. Like, let's just shoot our shot, bro. Dak is aging, and I feel like he really deserves his real shot, man. How y'all feel about that?
Go ahead, Voch. You guess here, so you pop it off.
Whoever wins the Super Bowl makes the rules. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whoever wins the Super Bowl, they make the rules, and the rest of the league gonna try to be like that. You feel me? Let me just turn my mic up so y'all can hear me. If you win the Super Bowl with Pat Mahomes, a great tight end, and a fast receiver, everybody gonna be like, "Hey man, we got to get a great tight end,
we need a little fast receiver." Yeah.
You win with defense, it's gonna be defense. If you win with Nick Foles, they're gonna be like, hey man, you ain't gotta have a top tier quarterback. It don't matter what your configuration is, whoever the champion is, they create the rules. With that being said, I don't think the Cowboys need to follow anybody else's rules. I think the Cowboys need to do what's best for them. True. And I think what's best for the Cowboys is to pour into foe. You know what I'm saying? The big conversation right now is Max Crosby or George Pickens. On paper, Max might be better. On paper, Max in the grand scheme of edges may be higher than Pickens is in the grand scheme of wide receivers. But for this team, I think keeping the offense the way it is and running that back one more time, I think that's the key to it. I don't think the Cowboys can make a top 5 defense overnight. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
But what you're going to have to do is maintain the number 1 offense and somehow get your defense from 11 to 15. I won't even dare say top 10 because they're going to call me a homer. You know how it go.
Yeah.
You can get your defense from 11 to 15. That's how you're going to do it. And then they're going to be like, hey, man, you got to get a top-tier quarterback and 2 1s on the outside and a cool defense, and you can win a little Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? I can't help but watch the Super Bowl, right? As I was watching it, I was watching what they was doing to Drake May, and I was like, man, they'll never do that to Dak. They'll never blitz the outside corner from the nickel in B gap. They'll never do Dak like that because we're going to score. Some of the shit that they was doing to Sam Darnold, like when Jackson and Jig was getting shut down by Christian Gonzalez, and they had to lean on Cooper Kupp. For us, that's GP getting shut down and you leaning on CD.
Yeah.
That's
For
what that
sure.
is for us. So in my mind, I don't want to go 0-1 Buccaneers. I want to be greatest on turf. You feel me?
You talking my language with that. Cause
So
like
man,
I think one of the questions is, do you feel like you said, the chances of us? I think I need to ask this question the way I'm gonna pose it. Which is more likely? You maintain this great offense and have a decent enough defense that can get you through. A survivable defense. You know what I'm saying? Add some key components to it and just boost up your defense as best as you can.
Yeah.
Or if you think that you can trade Pickens or something like some of these people saying, and you think you can assemble this top 5 defense out of nowhere. Which one is more likely?
Every time Dak has been healthy, he's led the number 1 offense. Please go ahead, please.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, man, like nothing is promised in the NFL. Even if you go out and spin, because like you know what I'm saying, like the Seattle Seahawks, they were the 3rd highest in terms of free agency spending this year. You know what I'm saying? They dropped the bag for their team to be the way that it is. They went out there, they bought themselves a wide receiver, they bought a new quarterback. You know, they added our pass rusher. They went and got the Marcus Lawrence and stuff like that. But you know who else spent a lot of money in free agency? The damn Giants. You know, there's a bunch of teams that spend money in free agency and it don't actually work out for them in the long term. You know what I'm saying? So just because it worked for them doesn't mean that it's the end all be all for us, you know, in terms of that. And you know, you cannot guarantee that you throw a bunch of big players on this defense, they're just going to gel and the stuff is going to work. I know for a fact right now that Dak Prescott, George Pickens, and CeeDee Lamb is one of the best trios in the National Football League. Like I can guarantee it. I can take it to the bank. I can pay my bills with that. That's guaranteed money right there. So I don't want to go back to, hey, I got CeeDee Lamb and Ryan Flournoy. I'm not even saying Ryan Flournoy is a bad player at all. I'm just saying, like, we just traded an all-pro player last year, Micah Parsons. I'm not trying to trade another all-pro player just for the hell of it at this point. That's taking a step back to me personally.
For the hopes of a good defense. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll entertain it because you know, like that's just business. You got to hear offers. They talk about giving you something that's world changing. You know, you might want to listen to it. Maybe you be able to get you like a Jordan Tyson something in the draft. But I prefer to keep George Pickens. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the solidified player. And listen, like folks got to remember, it's not just saying replacing a wide receiver. They don't make players like George Pickens. George Pickens was made in a damn lab. The man is 6'3", runs a 4.4, got production, link, catch radius, hands, and for what Dak Prescott said, the man's a student of the game. Like, you don't find all those just thrown to a pot like that, man. You got to go on Madden and make people like that. So, like,
I'm telling you, I
don't want to let that walk out of here.
You heard what I said about him yesterday. Like, if you like Voch, you draft guy.
Yeah.
You draft guy. I know you. You got your credentials. You solidified in the draft world. Sure. If you look at, I don't wanna be messy, but I have to. Because if we just talking purely draft, to just show you how rare Pickens is, if you go out for his speed, height, catchability, all of that, and then you put him on the side of Sedarian.
Yeah.
You like, just straight draft guy, just being foul, bro. The dude 6'3", 6'4". He closer to 6'4", look like to me.
Yeah.
He be towering over CD. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead.
Look, this the nonsense, right? If you get rid of Pickens, all you're gonna do is try to draft somebody to be that. And you're not gonna get somebody as good as that. You know what I mean? So to answer your question earlier, I just be talking about. I just be chatting. Mm-hmm. Look, I think drafting is important. I think you need to draft to establish the core of your roster. Okay. Some teams draft at the same time while they do free agent stuff. The Cowboys have been all draft. So what that means to me is that you've done enough drafting at this point. You know what I'm saying? You at the point to where your second, third, fourth, and fifth, and some older than that, fifth-year players are the core. Like some teams didn't have a core. Seattle didn't have a core. You know what I mean? 4, 88, 73, 56, 52. That's your core on offense. So when you add GP to it, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to draft or receive because you got a core guy on your defense already. You know what I'm saying? Your core guys on defense are Quentin, Kenny, Osa. I ain't even got all that much faith in Overshawn right now because he can't stay healthy. But Kenny, Quinnen, and Osa, that's your core right now. Bland and Revel, according to Steven and them. You know what I'm saying? So now you need some outside guys to complement them. You've done enough drafting. Land, I'm draft guy.
Yeah.
And I'm draft guy. You know what I'm saying? I built my YouTube profile on draft.
Facts.
I get paid at Cowboys to talk draft. I get paid at Crown to talk draft. Fuck draft.
I love it. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When you said that, I think you said it on Twitter. When you was like, we drafted enough, I said, bro, this different. This is Voch saying this, bro. It's a little different when Voch say it because he's draft guy. You see what I'm saying? I think we done ran our head into this brick wall for long enough. Yeah. We got an aging great quarterback, man. Steven and Jerry, you already made the mistake and didn't capitalize on a great player in Romo. I don't care what y'all say. I love Romo. Romo was dog. He was a beast to me. Like, you didn't capitalize on Romo. You screwed that up. Now you about to go straight down that same path if you don't capitalize on this moment. All you have to do is to say, screw the budget. Like Jerry said, he talking busting the budget. That's exactly what you need to do. You need to be thinking with a sense of urgency, man. Because guess what? I told him like this, Voch. You can't guarantee me how many more peak level Dak Prescott years you gonna get.
Yeah.
Like, Lord forbid, if anything happens. You see what I'm saying? Like, that might even decrease it even more. You see what I'm saying? So we just on a positive note saying, hey, Dak is going to be 100% healthy and he's going to continue on the same trajectory that he's on right now. If that's true, you still can't tell me exactly how long I got for him. Because, like, me and he ain't got a little thing we say. Sometimes people just wake up sorry, bro. They just wake up sorry. They lost all their powers, like... Yeah. And it's unexplainable, Voch. It's just like that sometimes.
I feel you, man. And when when the Cowboys get to the postseason, I don't want to get there and not score. I don't want to be there and not be able to put points on the board. You know what I'm saying? It's like dog, like your offense is potent, prolific, number one. You know what I'm saying? But there's always some nonsense on the other side, man. There's always some BS going on with your defense, man. Just build your defense. And look, even if you go in debt, hit all the buttons. Hit all the buttons on everybody's contract. if you go into debt like the Rams did, dog, you just gonna be bad for a year. You just gonna be right back on it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. You know that's why I said that's the positive version of it. Yeah, that's the positive version of it. Going all in and you still bounce right back in like 2 years. That's all. Yeah. That's all it took.
If the Cowboys send 12 away for a dude, they draft with 20, and they send 4 to go get, I don't know, Minka or something, and they send 5 to go get Bradley Chubb or some shit, and they send another 5 to get a disgruntled corner, and the Cowboys just draft with 20, 215, and 230. I'm happy. I'm straight.
That sounds like a great draft to me. Like, take away the potential and the hope. Yeah. If you take away potential and hope, what is the draft really? When you think about it,
it's a lottery.
It's really a dice roll, bro. Like, and of course, for somebody who got a longer timeline, it makes sense. We don't have time. Do you think Dak got time for people to be developing around him, man?
No,
just he'll being be real, y'all.
He'll be 30. Dak Prescott will be 33 this year. Like, there's only a finite time that you got Dak Prescott. Like, people are amazed that Matthew Stafford is winning MVPs at 37, 38. You know what I'm saying? Dak is very close to that age at this point, man. So it's not something we can sit here and play around with. Yeah. And I feel like most of Cowboys Nation feels the same way because we all seen the little I forget what it is. Get Up. It's some talk show that I don't watch, but they posed the question: would you trade, George Pickens away straight up for Max Crosby? 80% of the people on this poll said hell no, they wouldn't do that.
I say no too.
Because you gonna win through that. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think offensive players are a little more valuable than defensive players. Even though defense win championships, it's crazy. It's like everybody contradicting themselves. Like the offensive players, like we did an exercise. I left out quarterback because it's cheating. But if you go down, like if you had a top 10 of who get paid the money, where the money going, most of the positions gonna be offensive. Yeah. Think about it. Like, so if we understand defense wins championships, but in this league that we love so much, the offensive players get the bag. Like, that's just they the ones who put butts in seats. We got a lot of people who was unentertained with this Super Bowl. Like, we like defense, but we still want a little offensive drama in there. Like,
a little splash here and
catch
there.
a 60-yard pass and then get stopped at the 1 and a goal line stand. Like, do stuff like that if it's gonna be a defensive battle. A lot of people was like, man, what is this? Like, offense put butts in seats, but it's just the truth.
Hey, real quick, I ain't mean to cut you off, but let me show some love to the people on the Cash App. Shout out to Angie for hitting me with the 10-piece. She said she's going to add that to my internet bill because, we over here fighting the Wi-Fi monster.
Absolutely.
And then salute to JW with the 5-piece, man. He should just show some love out there, man. So I appreciate y'all for helping keep the lights on inside the liquor store.
Salute to them, too, on my side, too, man. I appreciate y'all. Go ahead.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, listen, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
I know that, because, listen, I understand why people feel this way because we literally watched the 4th worst defense in league history last year. You know what I'm saying? Like we did see them give up a whole bunch of ass, throughout the course of 17 games, blown coverages, all kind of stuff happened. Like they gave it up. You know what I'm saying? It was cheap.
There was no resistance.
So, no resistance. So this is my thing, man. I get that they trying to fix the defense. But we already did the exercises. The Dallas Cowboys can create like $141 million in spare cap space. They could just find $141 million. If they just do like the simple restructures on everybody's contract, they can free up 130. You know what I'm saying?
One thing
so they
I
only
can
have
say,
to do a lot of work.
This is without bothering George Pickens. This is like without leaving George Pickens alone.
Yeah. So that's the point. So I get it. Like, hey, the tag take up money. Tag them, get a long-term deal done and resend it. But there's a lot of guys on this list. Just even looking at the top 10 supposedly defensive players in free agency. Mm-hmm. Like, would these guys not help the Dallas Cowboys defense be better? That's my whole talking point.
I'm gonna say this real quick. No lie. If it's a world where we play the 2026 season, we started without Max Crosby or Trey Hendrickson, I think we tripping, bro. We crashing out. We are crazy. That's one of our biggest needs. And you mean to tell me these guys available? Yeah. It don't matter what you got to do to get them, and we don't land at least one of them. Yeah. That's crazy work. That's malpractice to me. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll say this though. Appreciate it, JW, for the cash out, man. I will say this though. I think when I hear a lot of Cowboy fans now, like they want to, like they say defense so heavily that they'll sacrifice offense a little bit. I think that's coming from a privileged stance that you have an offense where you want to take points from it. You know what I'm saying? If you ask a Browns fan, in which they have a top tier defense, they begging for some offense. Like they'll get rid of some of their defense just to add some offense. You know what I'm saying? So just to be clear, I think you need both. You know what I'm saying?
You do. You
need to have both. It's just that you can't have one unit be absolutely sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like Seahawks got a cool offense. Drake may look like a young cat at some point they found his little weakness and they got to it or whatever. But at some point you would want to have offense. You don't want to go into a Super Bowl game handicapped on offense. What I like to do is just daydream, because we didn't go to the fucking Super Bowl. I like to daydream about what the Cowboys offense would have looked like versus the Seahawks defense or the Patriots defense. Some of the things that they was doing today, guys, what would they do to us type shit, right? Yeah. And I wouldn't want to change nothing. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to take something away from our offense just to be able to make more room for one of these guys. So with this list that's up here, this top 10 list, I'm glad y'all put that with the context of keeping your offense the way it is. I don't want to touch the offense at all.
Yeah.
And then add one of these guys, whether it be Trey, Jalen. I would rather have one or two or max. I don't want my best pass rush to be the Oway cat. But if you look at Patriots and Seahawks, they went in the middle. We already kind of built in the middle.
They had units of D linemen, not just a premier pass rusher.
Yeah. Neither one of them had a double-digit sack leader this year. Like I think the Seahawks had 3 guys with 7 sacks. And then DeMarcus Lawrence had 6. So like Lando was saying, they had a unit of guys getting after the quarterback, very stout defensive line, deep, great secondary play, a lot of disguises, turned the ball over. So Like to your point, you don't have to have a superstar pass rusher, to win, but you do have to have some guys that can get after the quarterback.
Let me do you one this real quick.
Please.
Check this out. Okay. A lot of people just talking defense. We know defense win championships, right? We can't deny that. Tell that shit to the Patriots.
Yeah.
Did the Patriots not play great defense the whole Super Bowl?
Amazing. They couldn't score.
They couldn't. Listen, man, this is what I'm telling y'all, bro. We take that statement and just act like it's just black and white, is no gray area in there. Bro, the Patriots played excellent defense the whole game. But guess what? If you keep playing excellent defense and your offense is absolutely putrid, after a while, they're going to start giving up. They're going to start cracking. It's going to start being some leakage. You can't withstand that no whole game, bro. Seattle was able to do that and be so good for so long because their offense wasn't just absolutely terrible. They was at least sustaining drives and kicking field goals, right? They weren't scoring touchdowns, but they was sustaining drives. They was keeping their defense at bay and letting them rest on the sideline and at least putting up some type of points. The reason that the Patriots couldn't do the same because they couldn't sustain drives. So we up here going crazy about Seattle defense, which they deserve it. The dark side, they earned their nickname. They went crazy. But at the same time, you could put a whole lot of blame on that Patriots offense because the defense was without sin. They was righteous. You know what I'm saying?
Do y'all think that we overrating the talent of the Super Bowl defenses? Like, what do y'all think turn those defenses around more? Coaching or the money that they spent to bring dudes in?
I live in a world where I think it's like a combination of both. Like, and this is the thing though, like what people forget, a lot of the people on their defense they drafted. You know what I'm saying? Like they drafted Byron Murphy, they drafted Devin Witherspoon, they drafted Tariq Woolen. They like a bunch of these guys are draft picks. They built this defense over time, But like you said, that scheme make it all go together. Like that, whatever McDonald's is doing, he's the first Super Bowl winning head coach to call the defense. So whatever his scheme is doing, it got the best out of them. Because this was not a Super Bowl contending defense last year, and they got most of the same guys. Like the only real acquisitions was like DeMarcus Lawrence and shit like that. Like all the other guys, Leonard Williams, Witherspoon, Tariq Woolen, all them other guys been there, and they weren't good enough to get over the hump. So I think it has to do a lot with the coach and the scheme, but I'll give a little credence to the money they spent too, though, just to be fair.
Okay, laying over there kicking it. Yeah, man. I was just looking at their roster, man. And I was just looking at their guys versus some of our guys, man. And Tank been here for a long time, and we ain't never think of Tank to be like he's gonna be one of the guys that's gonna bring the pass rush shit, you know what I'm saying? Or Nwosu or some of these other cats, Derek Hall, you know what I mean? Like I look at some of the Cowboys names versus the Seahawks names, and I'm like, man, it ain't like they got 5 Michael Parsons running around, you know what I mean? They got regular cats running around, but they got DBs and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to look at unit for unit. Like, is it more coaching? Is it more the guys that they went to go get? You right, you need both. But I'm looking at Christian Parker, like, hey man, who can you elevate? Because one thing that I don't know who was trash for real. I don't know if Dante Fowler was really trash.
I told him that too. I said we might have to give everybody like a little, you know what I'm saying, a little grace, because like the coaching was so horrible, man.
Bland had his worst year this year. You know what I'm saying? Savon Revel may be a bad motherfucker. We were just he's, you know what I'm saying? We just don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just wonder, could you have done better with some of the guys that you have? But the simple coaching changes is what's gonna matter the most.
I mean, if you stop playing guys 7 yards off the ball, you might have seen better cornerback play, because you got nothing but press man corners, and you ask them to play, soft zones. So like just simple things, letting guys play to their strengths. Because think about it, Devin Witherspoon, I keep bringing him up because I love him coming out of draft. Like Devin Witherspoon would not be Devin Witherspoon in Dallas if he has physical, he plays press, he's a good blitzer. Like in a scheme that doesn't blitz, that doesn't do any play to your strings, but you really had got the same production that Witherspoon, you just dropped him in here. Them, and the answer's probably no.
Exactly. So that's what let you know. I ain't gonna lie, like you remember I went through phases of the season, like, bro, we can't be this bad personnel wise. I went through phases like ain't no way we this bad. Like, but then I started feeling like maybe we could be. I don't know. Like it was like I was going through an emotional roller coaster messing with our Cowboys this year. But I think now that I look at it in totality, I'm thinking I'm coming, like I'm leaning closer towards the coaching, bro. Cause think about it. Like you just said, Devin Witherspoon wouldn't be Devin Witherspoon in Dallas because Flus will have him playing zone 6-7 yards off the ball. So what is he gonna do? He wouldn't be able to be physical. He wouldn't be making all them tackles because he'll be too far and basically out of position to make plays. So to me, when I look at Christian Parker, I think this is the key. Because in my head, I try to think about it like, what was the selling point for Christian Parker? So I try to play a little skit in my head, like Christian Parker trying to sell himself to the Joneses. Yeah. He would have to say, look at my resume. And what does his resume say? I got Patrick Surtain. I got, you know what I'm saying? I got Cooper DeJean. I got Quinn Young Mitchell. I got these names here. So
yo, yeah, man. Yeah. Christian Parker sold the shit out that land. You ain't lying, dog. Nah. To his point though, when Parker was probably talking to the Jones, I bet a lot had to do with, you know, Dirty Mac and Flus. You know what I'm saying? A lot had to do with just finding out whatever Flus was like bad at, and Christian Parker just kind of letting them know, hey, this is what I do. Let me just tell y'all this, because I watch a lot of, you know, I be on the internet, man, and one of my favorite shows on the internet is the fucking balloon show, Pop the Balloon. That's my favorite show. And what I learned from that is whatever this chick last relationship was, she gonna tax the next character for that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he played video games. I popped my balloon because my last dude played video games. You know what I'm saying? So if you Christian Parker, you walk in there and you heard all the shit about Flus, you go, hey man, I teach.
I ain't doing none of that.
How to communicate. We don't do none of that shit, Flus. Oh, Flus like to put one high up. We gonna play mostly two high, and you just gonna do the opposite of all that and keep your damn balloon at the end of this process. So, Land, that's what he did. Christian Parker, Dirty Mac Flus. It worked.
I was asking this one question though.
Please.
How much of it is because you know the Jones they cheat. They gonna use all the groceries in the house. They gonna make sure they use everything. So how much of it was the fact that Christian Parker said, hey, I can make Siobhan Revel the player that you want? I'm getting at that to say, how sure are you that we got to draft a corner? Because Christian Parker had to be like, listen, bro, we just spent a nice pick on Revel. They're going to be like, hey, we got Revel right here. I believe that was one of his priorities to maximize Revel. So how sure are y'all that we got to draft a corner? Because I think that's the consensus. That's the consensus. Seemed like that since we got Christian, everybody feel like we just got to draft a corner.
They might not draft a corner.
I do got it. You did cut.
Please.
My bad. I was just saying you did cut Trayvon Diggs though. So it's don't need another corner. Like you let me that the run Bland with his bad feet will be out on the outside covering AJ Brown or Devontae Smith next year. You know, or you believe that AJ Brown, you know that well, that's too bad. Listen, nobody told
I don't agree with it either.
Steve said his name. Revel gonna be part of this.
Hold on. Listen, I rock with Revel. I like Revel. Revel got potential. I'm just talking about the run Bland surgeries, you know, in back-to-back years and not playing well when he was on the field. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it might have been scheme. Part of it is also that your body is failing you right. Also, before I finish my soliloquy, man, we did get some more cash apps. Salute to the brother King G in the building with the cash app, and salute to the brother Jeff. Said good shit. Thank you, brother. This is some good shit right here. This is some pure uncut dope right here, man. So thank y'all for
appreciate y'all.
You know what I think though? Yeah, I don't think that I don't think that CP is looking for a regular nickel corner. I think in his defense, his new nickel corner is going to be a safety type dude. So you might only need 2 corners. You know what I'm saying? Like we may feel like we need another corner because of the normal nickel situation where you need 3 corners or whatever. I think they're going to try to make a push that Bland and Revel going to be your outside guys. And you ain't wrong. I do think you need a Bland backup plan for his feet. But I think your nickel guy, and they probably gonna find this dude in the draft. Your nickel guy is gonna be some hybrid safety type dude. That's what I think.
Land, what about you? Because you say you don't really feel it. You elaborate on that.
I don't feel what.
Like they should just get a corner.
I mean, I ain't saying that they shouldn't. I'm just saying like it's not like a guarantee that that's the direction they going. I know my team. I'm just preparing y'all that it's possible that they could say we got McDonald's at home. You know what I'm saying? That's all we saying. But hey man, I ain't gonna lie. I think this was a great little collab. We're gonna have to do this again, Voch. I don't want to hold you too long.
I'm good.
I know we got stuff to do.
We good. Well, unless y'all got some shit to do. Y'all.
Yeah. Well, I could keep going, but I might have to just go off camera. But I can keep
something
going,
to do.
but I do have to go. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But,
we'll do it again. Ain't no problem.
Okay. I misread your text, but yeah. But
you said you had something to ask me, man. You was gonna ask me on camera.
Yeah, I was trolling, but listen, this is what it is though.
Okay.
All right. You know, I rocks with the Salt and Pepper Lounge. Right?
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah, I love it. All right. I need to be a guest on the Salt and Pepper Lounge, man. I'm gonna dress up and everything. We're gonna make this shit. I think I'll be the first one on it.
Yeah.
I don't know if nobody else did it.
You'll be the first guest on the Salt and Pepper. Okay, so
What's up?
You gonna put pressure on me and ask me publicly in front of all my peoples and shit?
I told y'all to put you on the spot. Yeah, you can say yeah, and then you know how they get proposed to, and then they be like yeah right now, and then they take it to the back. We ain't doing that shit.
Oh hell
you
yeah!
know damn well we yeah.
I just gotta figure out how to make your camera black and white so we can fit the aesthetic. Hell yeah, dress up and shit. Throw some.
I think that'll be like. One time, cause I rocks with the Salt and Pepper line. I thought that was a brilliant idea. You know, that's one of them ideas we like, I ain't think of that. You know what I'm saying? That's where I was like, he got me. He outthought me then. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to jock your style and do something similar. So I said, hey man, let me just come on the show one time. Yeah. And then, you know what I'm saying, we can get that out the way. You feel me? That's all.
Do something simple, man. Knock don't even worry about it, bro. You know, This is all our land, you know what I mean? So, nah, man, we'll do that. We'll do that for sure. We'll do that. And look, man, appreciate you having me on, man.
That'll be crazy though.
Appreciate y'all, man, having me on and all that. We can do it again. I watch y'all all the time because I be listening to content while I'm working, while I'm doing shit, while I'm watching film, while I'm out. Yeah. And I'm always either working at 6 in the morning. I was joking, but I was serious. I'm always doing shit at either 6 in the morning or either 6 p.m. or whatever, and y'all always live at that time. So
for sure. He right. You tell he watch because that's exactly the times we be on. Like real talk.
Sure. So shit, appreciate y'all.
Man, absolutely, man. We appreciate you, man. Yeah, for sure.
Yes, indeed,
absolutely.
Man. Well, hey, I thought this was a dope collaboration. I appreciate y'all for y'all time. Salute to everybody out there. And in the words of my big brother, West Coast Cowboy, man.
Good Lord.
What'd he say?